Okay, today guys, I'm gonna do rainbow loom. Some color I'm gonna use first, dark blue. Then
the white, the alternating color, and then white color and then white.
I'm gonna use
The bottom yellow.
light blue. Now I'm going light green. So the first color's gonna be dark blue. That's what we're gonna do. Make a 3-pin fishtail bracelet. Do what you do. Make figure 8. Then you'll get your this color. See, gonna put this on top. Then get your dark color. You're gonna put it this right here. But then what you're gonna do is you put 3 colors on. You'll bring your bottom color around. Then you're gonna get your color that you use. You're gonna put it on top. You're gonna bring this color around.
I have both, but I like the best color.
Right to that, right down side. You're gonna get your 6 color that you already used. You'll put it on top again. Bring 3rd color around.
So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please visit me at thecheesefeast.com.
Do that. You do this next color. This color. You're gonna put it on top. You're gonna wear 1st color around. Then I'm show you what you do. So you pull it down, so pull it, not always, but you're gonna pop it.
A line of opera-themed soaps.
You're going to that same part.
Honey, you should Squarespace that.
Squarespace
That my dude. Squarespace it.
Again.
You can skip this ad, or you can skip town with Kayak. I bet there are a lot of places you've always dreamed of going. Let me guess. You're a Nashville kind of person. No? Lake Tahoe. No?
Yeah.
Well, turns out I don't know you at all. Well, wherever you're going, compare hundreds of travel sites to find a great deal on any kind of trip.
The way you do that way too.
Kayak. Search one and done.
Hey everyone, so today I'll be showing you how to make this really cool French braid bracelet created by @thechickenonfire on Instagram. This bracelet is so cool. I absolutely love how this looks, and the best part is it only takes 2 pins, so if you don't have a loom, you can always use your fingers, pencils, fork, whatever. So anyways, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you already love this bracelet. And now without further ado, let's get started. So today you will need any type of loom. You can also use a monster tail for this, but since it's just so easy to convert the rainbow loom version to the monster tail version, I won't be doing a tutorial for this on the monster tail. But you can also use 2 pins, you can use fingers, you can use a mini loom, you can use forks, anything like that to make this bracelet, since it only uses 2 pins. And you will also need a total of 50 bands and 25 of each color. I highly recommend using 2 different band colors just because it gives a cooler effect of how it's like split on both sides here. And then you'll also need a hook. Today I'm using a rainbow loom brand metal tipped hook, as well as a 1 C-clip. All my supplies today are from rainbowloom.com, and at the time of filming, these are the new rainbow jelly tie-dye bands at rainbowloom.com, and like I said, at the time of filming, they do not have these bands available in stores yet, so you can only get these at rainbowloom.com as of right now, but they will have these in stores. I'll have the link
Loom.
to rainbowloom.com down in the description box, as well as a separate link for these bands. So anyways, now without further ado, let's get started. So first off, I'm going to start with the loom horizontal and with the slip of my pins facing the right, since I am right-handed. So first off, you're going to take your first color. This is going to be the cap band for the bracelet, and you're going to twist that in the middle. And then we are going to add our first layer, or second layer, sorry. And then our third layer here. So you should have 3 different layers here, and you want to alternate colors so that way you can get one color on one side and another color on the other side. So now what we want to do is we're going to take our hook and we are going to hook over the bottom layer, just like how you would in a fishtail. So grab the bottom layer and pull over, and then grab the bottom layer here and pull over, just like that, and then push your bands down. By the way, at the time of filming, it is 2 days after the 4th of July, so that's why my nails are painted like this. So now you're going to take your next color, and this is where we're going to start the hooking process pattern for the actual bracelet. So what you want to do is you want to take your hook, and on the left side you're going to grab the middle band. You're not going to go inside of any bands, just grab the middle band. And then pull that over.
One more time, guys. Your birthday coming up.
Then you're going to go here and you're going to grab the bottom band.
Yeah, for your birthday.
Hook over.
Click the name.
So you should have 2 of the same color on the left and then 1 of each color on the right.
Comments.
Push your bands down. And then add your next color. Like that.
Whoever want a rainbow loom, they know what to come to.
Then you're going to take your hook, and last time we hooked this side, we hooked the middle band, so we're going to hook the bottom band this time. And since we hooked the bottom band on the left, we're going to do the opposite on the right, which is hook the middle band. So on the right, hook the middle band.
Yeah.
Like that. Push your bands down. Sorry, that was my elbow on the table. And then add your next layer.
So when you get finished your rainbow loom,
and now, since last time we hooked the bottom band on this side, we're going to hook the middle band on this side. Oops. Middle band here, pull over and release. Since we hooked the middle band on the left, we're going to hook the bottom band on the right. Over and release. Just like that. Then you're going to add your next layer on. And then here we are going to grab the bottom layer, hook over and release. And then over here we're going to grab the middle layer and hook over and release. Then scoot your bands down and add your next layer on.
I'm going to take out my hands.
And at this point I'll give you guys a little bit of a tip and trick. So obviously, as you can see, we've been hooking middle and bottom bands, and we've been alternating sides. So here's a little trick. When you're using 2 colors, so like here I'm using tie-dye and white. When you're using 2 colors as a color pattern rather than 1 or 3, whatever side has 2 of the same color of band on layers that are next to each other. As you can see, my 2 whites are next to each other here. I'm going to grab the bottom layer. Anytime you've got 2 of the same color layer that are next to each other on the bottom, grab the bottom layer. And then after you know that you've hooked the bottom layer on one side, you know you're going to hook the middle layer on the other side. Just like that. So then add your next layer. And on this side here, we've got 2 of the same color next to each other, so that means we are going to be grabbing the bottom layer. And since we hooked the bottom layer on the left, we're going to hook the middle layer on the right. You never hooked the bottom layer on both sides at the same time, or the middle layer at the same time. You've always got one and then one of the other. So then grab your next color. And as you can see here on the right, we've got 2 of the same color, which for me is white. So you're going to grab the bottom layer. And then here, since we grabbed the bottom layer on the other side, we're going to grab the middle layer on this side. Then grab your next layer. And on the left, we've got two of the same color next to each other on the bottom, so you're going to grab the bottom layer and pull over. And then since we did the bottom layer here, we're going to do the middle layer here.
Okay.
Just like that. Now we're going to add our next layer on. We've got two of the same color next to each other on the right. So you're going to grab the bottom layer. So when you've got two of the same color, you grab the bottom layer. Then you grab the middle layer on the opposite side.
More.
Next color on. Then which pin has two colors of the same layer that are next to each other? The left side does, because I've got two tie-dye bands next to each other. So you're going to grab the bottom layer and pull over. Then you're going to grab the middle layer on the other side and pull over. Now I know that my tie-dye bands are all different colors, but in general they are tie-dye bands, and then the white in general is white. So that's how we know what two same colors are together.
Finger.
Next layer. So we've got two white next to each other right here. So you're going to grab the bottom layer and pull over. And then here you're going to grab the middle layer since we grabbed the bottom layer on this side. As you can see, we've got a really cool French braid bracelet forming here. So you're going to continue on and do the same thing. I'm going to show you a couple more times and then I'll be going off camera. So put your next layer on. We've got two of the same kind here. So you're going to grab the bottom layer. And then since we grabbed the bottom layer on this side, we're going to do the opposite here, which is grab the middle layer.
Green and blue, like green and light blue, that's what you end up with.
Then grab the next color, which for me is tie-dye band. Then we've got two of the same color here, which is white, so you're going to grab the bottom layer and pull over. Since we grabbed the bottom layer on the right pin, we're going to grab the middle layer on the left pin.
You know about that? Get enough.
Then take another band and go across those pins there. You've got two of the same kind of band here. You've got two tie-dye bands next to each other, so we're going to grab the bottom band and pull over. Since we grabbed the bottom band on the left pin, we're going to grab the middle band on the right pin. Sorry if you hear stuff upstairs. My sister is playing video games, I think. And so now we are going to add on our next layer, which is this one. And then since we've got two of the same color here, is white, so you're going to grab the bottom layer and pull over. And then since we did the bottom layer on the right, we're going to do the middle layer on the left. So I'm going to show you two more times. Next layer on. Then, see you've got two of the same kind of band here, so you're going to grab the bottom layer and pull over.
I'm sure you are.
And then middle layer on the opposite side. Next layer on, and then we've got two of the same color here, pull over, and then since we did the bottom layer pulled over on the right, we're going to do the middle layer on the left, like that. So you should have something like this at this point, and this is a little swatch of our French braid bracelet. So if you're still having trouble making this, go ahead and rewatch the previous instructions, or continue making your bracelet until you've got your desired length. I'll be right back to
collection.
this off of the loom.
So this one got
about 10 minutes,
orange
and
blue.
I've already finished with my bracelet.
This one pink, yellow, and green.
It's a very fascinating
This one
bracelet.
green,
So
yellow.
anyways, now I'm going to show you how to
This
take
one
it off of your
yellow.
loom. So you're going to go ahead and
Green
add
and
your
black.
next color on,
This one purple, light purple.
and then do the hooking process.
This one
Like
is
normal.
pink,
So I got two of the same color on the left here, so I'm going to grab the bottom layer and then the middle
yellow,
layer
and
on the
pink.
opposite side.
This one
And then
yellow, blue,
you're going
orange.
to go ahead and hook the
So all my
bottom
colors
layers over. So I've got the
all
bottom layer
beautiful
here, and I'm going to hook
colors
over as well as the bottom
that
layer
I made.
So we just hooked over
Yeah, I made like
all of the other layers. So you've got
the hill rainbow
one layer
I
on
made
each side
too.
left. After that, you can go ahead
These
and
are
take
all
this
I made.
clip and scoop up
These
the
are all the
sides,
ones
or
I made.
do whatever
Yeah.
you like to connect
This
the
box.
sides together. You can
Yes,
transfer
I
them
made
onto
these
hook and
too.
do that. It doesn't
I
really
made
matter.
these.
But
I'm
I
making
prefer to
these too, guys.
my C-clip.
So I made a whole bunch, a lot.
Finish. You should have your
So I go subscribe to my YouTube channel.
and make sure your bracelet's not twisted.
Peace out, man.